And we're coming to you live from the Mothership. And if you saw me slide out, then you've seen behind the curtain. I feel a bit like Wizard of Oz here. Speaking of curtain, this here is a fun little thing. We've got to go up to the second level of the Mothership, and it's designed to be a bit of like a car wash for your energy. So, living the glamorous life here, we're of a light star child. We are working on love portals here. These are prints, and I'm cutting them by hand, and I'll show you why in just a moment. It makes for a nice presentation. And these are becoming more than just prints, more than just love portals now. They are becoming postcards for the fifth dimension, because what we've started to do now is we've started to come into our own as a multidimensional travel agency. Well, I'm a multidimensional travel agent. I'm here to help people transition into the fifth dimension of consciousness. And we do so, just like Dan here, by presenting light, presenting people in their best light. As a fellow light artist there, we are bringing forth our love through the light and expressing ourselves in that way. And by observing the light and being aware of it, you are able to see the beauty in all things. And by doing so, you bring in the gratitude, and that is what opens the portal within, the love portal within. So you really are the love portal, and we're providing triggers. Now, by providing triggers, we help take you there. And here's one now. Now, if you've got your 5D glasses at home and you're looking at this, you'll see this is my wonderful friend and a staple in this neighborhood, Blackie. It's his aura, and you can see him here animated on this book. And I tell you, he's a multidimensional travel agent as well. He's just so full of love, projecting love all the time, holding down the cafe there, really becoming a staple in the neighborhood. I go there every day, and that is also where I have a moment with my Tete, my grandmother, my dad's mom, every day through the cup. She communicates through the espresso. The espresso becomes the portal. And much like the formations you'll see in the clouds, she'll provide messages through that. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the practice of reading the tea leaves or reading the coffee grinds, especially with the Turkish coffee. She used to do that when she was here on Earth, and it was one day shortly after her passing. Oh man, maybe it might have been the day. That I looked in my espresso and I noticed that one of my love portals was there. And Henrik is here. Henrik, our captain on tour with Lemaitre. I wanted to talk also about this wonderful year we've had. And I have to say that my time with Lemaitre really has been the best touring I've ever had in my life. Such love for those boys. They've allowed me also to become what Henrik will call me as their legendary love guru, because we'll do the love huddle every show. It's been a wonderful exercise of getting everybody on the same vibration, on the same rhythm. We breathe together. We bring in gratitude together. And it's just such a nice way to start the day. You know, we load in and then we do the love huddle, and then the whole day just is much easier, much more connected, much more fun, really. Also, and I want to thank you, brother, for being my tour brother. And such love for you and for your brother, and for the boys. I can't wait to get back out on the road with you guys. I had a moment yesterday during my meditation where I had some of the music on, and my God, it opened me up so much gratitude. I mean, that night in Amsterdam really, really was a catalyst for me in my life. And Susan, hello. Hello, beautiful being. What an angel, coming from Detroit. I'll speak to this now since you're here. We were talking about Amsterdam being in Amsterdam just over a year ago now with Lemaitre on the legendary Love Tour. And it was the first time that I became aware of my spirit guides. And then that is also the night I got the message of the love portals. And I was with Henrik then. He is the one that told me to put my hand in the water. And by doing so, it was wild. Obviously, water activates me. I'm a Piscean. I was born next to the Detroit River, which is the river they pulled all the Motown music in through. It's a powerful channel. So I put my hand in the canals while we were on the boat in Amsterdam, and this song started to come through, and we did a little jam, and my God, I had so many visions. It was insane, and it since then I haven't stopped. I haven't stopped making music, making art, just being way more connected than I've ever been, and I'm just so thankful for that moment and for that opportunity to be there, because by being there and by being truly present, my God, I've been way more present than I ever have been. And this is some descriptions now of my transition into the fifth dimension of consciousness. Now, you might think, okay, well, what is 5D? I mean, 5D is a state of being. It's a state of mind. It's a state of heart. It's a very connected place. What it looks like for me is going to be different than what it looks like for you. But I tell you, I've been to some dark places in my life, and no more. I mean, I'm very thankful for those moments. They helped give me depth to my character. They help me in allowing further gratitude for where I'm at now. We've got to come through hurt to get to love sometimes, to get to true depth in our character. We've got to go down the well, man. We've got to go down the well. And speaking of the Detroit River, that is the last time that I really went in deep with a deep depression about 5 years ago. Now, 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're coming up on 5. Oh, coming just up on 5. It was right before my 30th birthday, and that'll tell you how old I am now, how long I've been on this planet. But here we are. We're on the Mothership in downtown LA, and I am so thankful also to be here. And I tell you, it hasn't always been easy. Being a freelance artist, you're at the mercy. As Sean Atkins will tell you, it's feast or famine. I saw him on there. He was a wonderful brother from Windsor, but now living in Detroit. And he was a major catalyst in my life to, my God, he gave me my first tour. And that was in Europe. That was with Taiga. That was back in 2011, and so much more. I mean, we did a lot of work together, and he's doing really well right now, which I'm really, really thankful for, really proud of. And so let's get back to this now. So, if any of you guys remember some of the parties we threw together in Windsor, and some of what's been developing here in LA, these performances, and Ryan was there. Ryan's been there. He was there for those parties. He was my right-hand man to my right-hand man with the company, with Mars Media. And now he's working with Sean. We were throwing these 5D parties, but we didn't know the name at the time. I called them Mars parties. They were immersive experiences designed to help transport your state of heart by bringing elevated performances together. It was a lot of work, Ryan. I know. He's teasing. He's you character, man. And so that's what's been developing here. We've done one now at the Wisdom as sort of this developmental stage of immersive 5D experience. And now the new name for the musical act is Martian Circus. So that's really been fun, developing that. It's all about channeling. Also, it's channeling is when you get into a flow state and you sort of let go. You sort of let go and let yourself become the antenna, and you just play. I mean, people do it with dance, people do it with writing, people do it with painting, of course. I've been doing that with painting as well. Going in and having no idea what the piece is going to look like or what it's going to sound like, and just letting go, letting it come through you. And it's such a gift, my God. But I didn't even know what it was called until this year. It was that night in Amsterdam, really, that started to open me up to that. It's when I started to hear the voices more acutely. And don't worry, Mom, I'm not schizophrenic. As no more than any of you. I mean, think about it. These voices that come through, they are you, and then they're not you. What are they? It's all a wonderful discovery. I do believe that you're tuning in always. No matter what you're tuned to, you are tuning in. And so, if you're tuned in to say the red lights, and you're stressed out about it, and you're late for work or whatever, you're going to hit all those red lights. Now, some will say that you're attracting that, law of attraction. Others will say that it's your perception of it that then heightens the experience. Had you not been late or not been stressed, you probably wouldn't have noticed the red lights. You would have hit the same red lights. Now, I'd like to say that my experience has been both. That you simultaneously are attracting whatever you're transmitting, and you are also becoming more aware of just that thing that you are transmitting. So I urge you to try it the next time you're out and about. Just play a little game of I Spy with yourself. So tune yourself to green, okay? And just walk around and or drive around, whatever, and carefully, of course, and see what. Thanks, Ryan. Hey, I know you've got some voices as well. But I urge you to pay more attention to the voices that love you, not these self-deprecating voices that tell you you're not enough or whatever. All that shit that we get down on ourselves about. But anyway, let's get back to this. It's a tuning exercise I've been doing. I've been doing this with my Uber drivers, and it's really wonderful to see a shift there. You tune to green, let's say, and then you start to notice how much you see green. So, again, it's an example of how you can reprogram yourself, how you can shift. It's a exercise of tuning your perception, tuning your awareness. So, for example, mine is highly tuned to light for many years now. And as a result, I am thankful to be able to see the beauty in all things because of the way the light falls on them and shimmers and all that. What's the risk, Sarah? What's the risk? Here. This could open up a further discussion. Perhaps Sarah and Ryan could jump in on this, if you want to go back to that. These voices now. Is it possible? I'm only posing the question now. Is it possible that something like schizophrenia could be a symptom of channeling? Channeling the darker spirits. Now, my grandfather, we called him Jiddo, Muhammad. He, towards the end of his earth life, he was hearing a lot of voices, and he thought that the government was after him. And I do believe that this is simply a tuning of the interdimensional brain, and he was tuned to the paranoid thought, driven by fear that these were beings that were after him. Now, I have to say also that when I was 15, he appeared to me just after his passing as a shadow figure in the kitchen of my parents' home through the laundry room door. And he quickly was surprised that I was aware of him, and he turned around and ran through a portal and disappeared, sort of like $1 Million Man, right? And pretty wild. It blew me away. I was completely surprised and scared and just flabbergasted, right? And since then, I've seen a number of these shadow figures, and I urge you to share if you've had any similar experiences in your life. I know that this man here, Mr. Merrifield, if you're tuning in, this is his aura that I've channeled as a commission for him to help him see his higher self. We've had many discussions, him and I. He's from my hometown also of Windsor. We've had many discussions about seeing and or hearing such beings, such interdimensionals or multidimensionals, or multis as I've been referring to them. And yeah, some of you might think I'm completely mad, and that's wonderful. Because I tell you, I'm having a wonderful time. And I might be completely mad, and I might be one of the most cutting-edge humans on Earth. And I think both are true. This is something I've learned from Ram Dass, who recently passed. Wonderful being. Huge proponent of the 5D consciousness wave of the Age of Aquarius that's now well underway. Came through with the hippie movement and the psychedelics movement. If you're not familiar, please have a look at the work of Ram Dass. That's Ramdass. And I've been channeling him. I actually painted his portal just a few days ago, and I have to finish it now. But I also realized that he's been in this hieroglyph behind me. He's been in this piece for some time. Really wonderful. This piece was done 8 months ago in Oslo, Norway, and this has been an incredible experience of, my God, it's become a roadmap for my life. We'll get to that on in another live from the Mothership. So this will probably be the last live from the Mothership for this year, or this decade. What I'd love to share with you some of the discoveries that have happened and what you're going to start to see more of. You're going to see more portals, of course, more love portals. You're going to start to see these all over the world this decade, because 2020 is the year of the portal, and you are the portal. Everything that I am doing henceforth will be in 5D, will be a 5D experience. And yes, part of that is the 5D glasses. These, if you've got them at home, you can try them on and observe the piece here, or any of the pieces on my gram. My Instagram is instagram.com/AdamMars. That's 2 M's in there, of course. We will be leading a lot of our work with these. However, this is just the key. This is just the interdimensional key. It's one of many keys for shifting perception, because it allows you to see more than what's there in your regular vision. For example, if you were to look at a light with these, it will open up that light in a endless way, in an infinite way, and allow you to see that point of light is not a single point of light. It is made up of all the light, which is a wonderful metaphor for your spirit. This body coming in is really just one point of awareness. But even within yourself, all the beings that live within you, these are many, many forms of awareness, and there's a lot more to you than just this voice in your head. And rock on to you, Eric. You were there. You were present at the very first time I played guitar on stage. Wonderful to see you, brother. It's been a long time. Hope you're well. Here's another interdimensional key. These third eye glasses. We'll be selling these also. We are now. We've just started. It's a beautiful thing. Prince used to wear these also, and just as an act of opening up the awareness of the third eye. And I tell you, this has been like a magnet. Even just walking down the streets of LA here, and I'll connect with people right off the hop over it, because it sort of sends a signal. It's sort of a flag, a 5D flag. Yep, I'm there. Oh, you're there? Oh, wonderful. Good to see you. Yeah. We've been there. Yeah. So, yet another good surfer. We're surfing the waves. Yeah, riding the wave, the 5D wave. We're coming into expanded consciousness. Yet another key, and these will all be available on my new store. We do have a store now, also a 5D store, which is society6.com, 6 being the number, society6.com/Adam Mars. Just launched it a few days ago. I'm very excited about that. Portals on everything, basically, is the theme there. But we'll have all sorts of other 5D products. I'm going to make a clock that just says, the time is now. Because all time exists now. And for the presence, somebody like Eckhart Tolle really helped shift me with his Power of Now. Once again, I'll mention Ram Dass, of course, Be Here Now. Such a powerful book in my expansion and the expansion of many, many beings, millions of beings on this planet. And Samson, my old friend, welcome, brother. So good to connect with you at Christmas. My visit back home was rather short, but it was a beautiful thing. So yeah, further 5D exchanges, 5D keys. This sort of like, we've got this interdimensional travel agency, Mars, which is my production company, and we create 5D experiences. Now, that could mean a concert, that could mean a gala, that could mean portalizing your apartment and mothershipizing it. That could mean really just a t-shirt and a pair of glasses. Whatever it takes to help you shift and see that there's more to life than this physical body and this separateness. You see, we are all connected with the great cosmic Wi-Fi that is love. And I know you've all experienced this. And in fleeting moments of it, and different versions of it, different iterations. And I can only tell you my experience and offer you the keys, some keys to your own portals. But I can't walk through the portal for you. I can only offer the keys to the portal. So I would love to share all of my love with you guys. It's really been a beautiful year. My God, like I was saying, the touring with Lemaitre, such a beautiful expression of performing light for such powerful music, but also becoming a valuable, essentially a band member playing the lights. But also they've called me their legendary love guru. Now, I'm not claiming to be a guru. I am only here to provide keys. You are your own guru. You are the one bringing yourself through the portal. But many keys, and I do so by sharing the experience I've had. My God, I can't stress enough the daily meditation. So, we started by doing transcendental meditation. We were doing that daily for about 8 months. And then we got into something very interesting, which I won't discuss here, but if you're interested in discussing it further in a more private setting, please message me. They were, we'll call them interdimensional keys. And those helped open me up even further. And so after that, a lot more channeling started happening. That was the night in Amsterdam. More channeling, more awareness and channeling came forth. So from there, we became highly interested in the. Oh, hello, sir.
Oh, hello.
Welcome
Oh,
to the
this
show.
is a live
Spencer.
show.
This is
Hello.
live. This is my new shipmate. This is Spencer. We're live from the Mothership. Wonderful being, fellow musician, fellow yogi. He's a sound healer. He's a beautiful man. And as I was saying, further channeling, further expressions, I became highly interested in the jellyfish because of the way that they swim together and effortlessly come apart. When they're together, they're completely intertwined. And you can't tell one apart from the other. And then they effortlessly come apart. To me, that was like the perfect relationship. And I learned that in Amsterdam from Carmen, beautiful being. And when I came back to LA, I built one. And this is Huckle Jelly. See him swimming there? He's there to bring awareness to the love in the air. And to bring awareness to expansion. So, by sitting inside of him, the voices, the multis, my spirit guides, whatever the hell you want to call them, might even be my own ego, my own thoughts. I think it's all there. It's all true. They said, this jellyfish now, this sort of helmet you're wearing, is your new skull. So all you got to do is get out of this and breathe into it. And by doing so, you create more space for your consciousness to flow. You're expanding your aura, expanding your awareness. You do it with awareness. So even in this room now, and we observe the beauty, the light, we hold, then we come back within. And this is the jellyfish expansion meditation process. Gem, if you will. Because you are the gem. You see, it came from the knowledge of the TM and then the channeling. For me, the TM, which is Transcendental Meditation, that sort of quieted the noise, which then allowed space for me to hear the message. You know, it's sort of like if you're endlessly chattering at the dinner table, how are you ever going to hear what the other person is saying? You know? There's constant communication with the cosmos. So, you're going to see more 5D energy, more 5D expressions, more 5D art. Everything that I do now, I've decided, will be done in a conscious way. It will be done with love at the forefront of the thing that I'm doing, whatever it is. If I'm taking a shit, I'm going to do so mindfully and be fully present in that. If I'm, making love, you bet your tits I'm going to be present there. If I'm eating a sandwich, I mean, my God. I can't tell you, since I've started meditating daily, food tastes better. Colors are more vibrant. I'm not angry for more than 3 seconds. And I know I sound completely nuts. How is that possible? You must be living in a delusional life. No. Yes, also. But no. I am just getting into a beautiful state of consciousness now. And Karsten, my brother. Salute to you, Captain. Also. The manager. Manager. You know, I tell you, that first night in Amsterdam, you came through hard. I know you were not with us in the physical, but you were certainly with us in the spiritual, in the love. Being our captain there. Wonderful. So, I'm going to leave you for now in the physical. I've got to do more preparations for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, holy shit. Holy ship, really. We're going to be on a ship. We're going to be on a beautiful vessel in the ocean. with some beautiful beings. Ooh, man, I can't wait. We'll be presenting our portals. Not just these prints. We're going to have several portals. We'll be doing also the parasols. Parasols are the portable portals, really. The portable portals. Because then you are walking with your aura behind you. And I'm doing these as commissions also. This was the one that that I painted Phoenix. I painted her aura on it, and she walked through Art Basel with it. And I was there. We were there with Dave Creed also. Shout out to him. Beautiful inspiration. Fellow entrepreneur. Brilliant man also. So a lot of love for him and my other multi-brothers and sisters. There's love and there's family all over the planet. I can't tell you how grateful I am for that. And Spencer! Hey! We became fast friends, man. The first day we hung out for like 3 days straight. It was amazing. Beautiful. And I tell you, I've been finding more and more connections like that because I've started to become more connected within myself. And again, don't think it's all fucking daisies and rainbows and sunshine. But it kind of is. Man, I mean, it's like, I really feel like I've discovered the miracle drug. But it's all here. It's already within. And you can have it too. You've just got to put in the work. And I can't believe some days that it took me this long to get here. And yet, I feel that most people don't even get here. I just want to share it. I really just want to share it with you guys. It's such beauty. I mean, gratitude. Such gratitude. Start with the gratitude if you know. I know the holidays are full of a lot of energy. With all the family around, the high stress, whatever. And there's some of it now. We often feel separate and alone at Christmas. I mean, last year I was in New York around this time. And, I mean, they call that the lonely city. And yet we're stacked on top of each other. But only to say that in this sort of time of need, I guess, let's just support each other. Let's just love each other, you know. Bring awareness to each other and gratitude to each other. I love you all very much. Have a wonderful rest of the decade and a wonderful start to the new decade. And let's all just live in 5D, shall we? We're live from the Mothership, and I am your captain, and you are your own captain of your vessel. Light is love. Assalamu alaikum.